Hi everyone, welcome in a new episode of Steven's Week, the weekly update on technology, marketing and customer experience. Welcome in the new show. Amazon released new sales figures this week, financial results. Results are really good. They grew, if you compare this quarter with that of last year, with 23%. 65% of all US households are now a Prime member, which is incredible. I've called this the biggest Trojan horse in retail before, and it grew from 50% to 65% in just a few years' time. So this is really, really good. At the same time, research came out that showed that e-commerce is still in its early days because half of the people still don't trust e-commerce. And the main reasons are data and privacy. So a lot of people are concerned about what big e-commerce companies like Amazon will do with their data. They're also concerned about what some governments will do to their data. So at this point, Amazon is already a huge machine, but it is still the beginning, as half of the people are still in doubt if they will move forward for e-commerce. So growth potential for the next years is still amazing. It's hard to believe, but the App Store from Apple is still growing rapidly. It grew with the spending of consumers grew at 45% in this quarter compared with the last one of the first one of last year. And the total amount that consumers spent per quarter now in the App Store is $15 billion. Tencent, one of the big Chinese tech players, known for WeChat, for instance, is opening up an artificial intelligence lab in the United States. The reason is that if you want to attract talent in this field, you need to be in the US. More specifically, you need to be in Silicon Valley. I was there last week and I talked with Peter Abil. He's one of the top 5 experts in the field of AI. And he said UC Berkeley is by far now the #1 school developing talent in the field of artificial intelligence, followed by Stanford and MIT. But if you want to move forward in the world of artificial intelligence, there is no other choice than to be in the West Coast, on the West Coast of the US. So this is an important step for Tencent, and it's also a clear step that they cannot attract Chinese talent in China, but that they need to move to the US to keep up with the pace of Facebook, Amazon and Google. Elon Musk presented a new venture this week. He's starting with a company called Boring Inc. And this is a company that wants to change the transportation and mobility system in the world. His goal is to reinvent the way that we go from position 1 to position 2 in the world. Today we have traffic issues like crazy. So what he wants to do is to drill tunnels underneath cities. And it would be like if you approach a city with your car, that you would go in some sort of an elevator, get on an automated trolley. Your car would go as fast as 120 miles per hour, so about 180 kilometers an hour, to go to the other point where another elevator takes you back up so you can continue your drive. This is something specifically made for the longer drives that you have to do. And Elon Musk believes that with self-driving cars coming around the corner, that we should not change the infrastructure, but completely rebuild the infrastructure. And that's why he is starting with this new venture. Amazon wants to solve the big return percentages with clothing that is being sold through their website. Today, about 35% of all shirts and trousers and everything that are being bought are being sent back because the size doesn't fit in most cases. So Amazon wants to create a system that it's gonna custom made clothes for customers so that people are sure that their size is gonna be perfect. So this is something that they're working on. It's not really clear how, but there are different technologies to scan people's bodies to make sure that you have a perfect body scan. And based on that information, you can then start making clothes. Like there's this store in New York called Custom Apparel. They scan men and then they make suits, and you can order them from all over the world and you are sure that they are perfectly made for you. Probably Amazon wants to do something like this. Problem is that it's hard to do this at scale at this moment, so let's see how they proceed with this. But it is an original way to solve the big return rates. E-commerce is still growing like crazy in China. Year over year, it grew at 43%, and China is already the largest e-commerce market in the world, to a $203 billion in revenue. Facebook is hiring 3,000 additional people to look into the content. What they've seen is that machines and algorithms are not good enough to avoid sensitive and aggressive information on Facebook. Like, of course, what we've seen in the last few weeks was terrible. People killing people on a Facebook Live, and then that live video was there for hours before it got removed. So Mark Zuckerberg definitely doesn't want to do that. He wants to create a protective and a safe environment. So he decided to hire 3,000 additional people to help with that. So guys, this was my show of this week. I hope you enjoyed all the updates on technology and marketing. I hope you will share the video, of course. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that already, and enjoy your weekend, my friends. See you again next week. Bye bye.